Welcome to Witches in Yoga Pants, your cozy corner of the cosmos, where modern magic meets everyday life. We're here to explore magic, mindfulness, and personal growth with a grounded, no-fluff vibe. Whether you're into moon rituals, tarot spreads, or just trying to survive Mercury retrograde, you are in the right place. So get ready to disrupt some old patterns, explore what it means to reclaim your power, and remember who you really are. So pull up your yoga mat, light a candle, and let's get into it. So, since I am doing my part mini-series on Archangels, I thought it would be fun to share the experiences we've had when we were together with an Archangel. And the main one I can think of in particular is Metatron for sure. And you and I do a lot of traveling together, I feel like. Okay, so I feel like on a lot of the trips that we've had, I personally use Metatron often, almost daily at times, to help with time. But in particular, when traveling, I use Metatron a lot. And I feel like the biggest example is our California trip, which we've had a few California trips. We drive that. Like,
I drive that.
Typically, you do the driving.
Yeah.
She's a really bad passenger. But I'm just kidding.
It's passenger anxiety, okay? I need the comfort of control of vehicle. So.
It's okay. It's okay. I have no problem with you driving. We have the best times. Driving to LA from Portland. It's like supposed to be like what? 15?
Well, so we usually leave from Eugene.
I leave from Portland, but
so we don't count those hours.
We don't count those hours.
So from our trip from Eugene to LA is supposed to be roughly like 14 and a half, 15 hours dependent. And I've definitely had it. I've driven that drive more times than I can remember.
Yep.
And there's been times where it's a solid, 13 and a half, 14 hours on a good day, or 16 to 17 because we hit horrid traffic.
Yep.
So that's kind of the range of the usual
drive
with like stops and, and we never stop excessively. We've always kind of packed a cooler and eaten on the road. We stop for bathroom, we stop for gas, and that's pretty much it.
Yep.
Every once in a blue moon, it's a stop and grab something different for food. But
usually
that's the usual.
We've got like chips and hummus and cheese and crackers. And snackies, sandwich stuff. Yeah. So that was the trip. Was that the trip that
was the trip I drove for you when you were struggling with your eyes? Yes.
Yeah.
So we were coming back from like LA. It was LA proper, right?
It was LA. Well, where did she live?
Because we left from Tara's, right? No, we were at a hotel.
We were at the hotel in West Hollywood.
That's where we left.
But what I just want to like talk about that for a second.
The trip
not
itself?
The Archangel, but like, so this is what happened was I had planned a solo trip, which is still on my bucket list, just not there, but just a solo trip in general. I've never like traveled by myself, and I want to. So I had this trip planned, and I had a period of time where I was having a lot of trouble with my eyes, and my vision was not very good. I ended up having to have surgery on my eyes to be able to correct it. But anyway, at the time, after I had bought and paid for the ticket,
I mapped out a whole week
of events
in multiple places.
I say ticket. I think I was driving, so I don't know what ticket I meant, but like
your hotels, the places you were staying,
the places I was staying.
You had tickets to a show.
I had tickets to a show. That's the time we went and saw Les Mis. No, that was a different trip. Okay. Wait. Anyways, I had a trip planned.
No, Les Mis was Taylor.
Oh, Les Mis was Taylor. Okay. We also went to LA and saw Taylor Swift. Anyways.
No, you had tickets to Moulin Rouge on Broadway.
Okay, that's right. So I did have tickets to Moulin Rouge. Okay, anyways.
Off on a tangent here.
On a tangent. And that's very me to like buy tickets to a show that I could see in my own town clear across the country. Yep. That's normal. Anyway, I had this whole trip planned, and then I realized it's like my vision is not very good. I don't feel super safe about driving that far on my own. It just doesn't feel safe. And so I asked Brittany, I'm like, hey, would you want to go? Is there any way? This is like 2 days, maybe a week.
It was not even a week. It wasn't 2 days, but it was
3 or 4.
I want to say like 4 or 5
4
days before you were supposed to leave. Mind you, I work a full-time job.
She has a full-time job. And it's like, would you want to go with me? Like, you don't have to pay anything. Just drive.
I just need a driver. I just need to feel safe traveling.
She's like, hold, please.
Pretty sure those are the words I used. Hold, please. Hold, please. Let me assess here.
And completely like
got all my shifts covered.
Got all of her shifts covered. Rearranged her world.
Life, yeah.
To where the kids were good and everything's good. And we went. And we went to San Francisco, which was a blast. And then we went.
The first night we stayed in Ashland.
The first night we were in Ashland,
Oregon. We didn't go very far. That's literally only 2.5 hours from my house.
No, but I know, but that was my first stop.
It was her first stop. And it was honestly one of my favorite parts of that trip.
Yeah.
We had so much fun that night. It was so carefree and so.
Mm-hmm. It was so Ashland,
vacation girl mode. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, so Ashland, for people who aren't from Oregon, is just like this small kind of.
They're big on like Shakespeare.
There's like Shakespeare festivals there.
Wine country a little bit.
There's a little wine country stuff going on there. It's just a really, really cool town. Anyway, we stayed at, I can't remember the name of the place. Doesn't matter. It's like this little.
They had like salt water or some kind of, it was a spa.
Mineral spa.
Oh, there you go. Mineral spa thing.
So the pool was mineral. All their water was mineral water. And
the room itself had a giant jacuzzi tub
in
next to the bed. Like
bathtub,
literally
in the middle of the bed. Like, but they were all like that. It's like these little suites.
Yeah.
And they had a wine garden and all this stuff. So we went, I think we did a wine tasting. We were going to go have dinner somewhere.
We didn't even do dinner.
I had made dinner reservations and we went to this little wine garden and did a wine tasting.
Like at the property.
At our property. And then ended up buying a couple bottles of wine. And we ended up just eating the cheese and crackers and we're like, this is fun. Let's not go. We don't need to go to dinner. And so we didn't go to dinner. And then we went back to the room and changed into our swimsuits and went to go swim in the mineral pool. And we get there and there's these people who had these kids.
Rambunctious children.
Very rambunctious. And it wasn't just that they were being loud and playing or anything. They were like swimming up to us, asking us all these questions.
They
just
were
like
very interactive with us.
Very
it wasn't
interactive.
Just around us.
Yeah, very interactive with us. And
Which
we hung out
cute,
with them for a while. It was cute. It was like the little girl's name was Piper, and I have I have an Australian Shepherd who's also very much interactive with you all the time.
It was like the human version.
I'm like, this is the human version of my puppy. I mean, I didn't say that to her, but I'm thinking it. So it was kind of fun, but we're like, okay, enough of that.
We're here to chill, you know.
We're here to chill.
We're already
we're
little wine tipsy.
We're a little tipsy. And so we ended up going back to the room.
And we weren't done swimming. We were like really excited to be in the water. We're already in
mineral
our suits.
water. So we ended up in the bathtub together.
We filled the jacuzzi tub. We opened another
swimsuits.
Mind you, the bottles of wine that we purchased, we were taking on our trip.
We were going to take on our trip
where we were going.
Yeah,
to
we
some
literally
friends.
did a wine tasting and then bought a couple bottles to take on our trip.
We cracked one.
No, yeah, we drank one.
I think we drank more than one.
We might have.
I think regardless, we cracked the bottle of wine. We drank the entire bottle of wine.
Yeah, in
potentially more than one bottle, but I know one bottle for sure. It was like the best Tempranillo I've ever had in my life.
It was delicious.
And I will never find a better one.
But we were sitting sideways in the tub with our legs on the side.
Edge, and the TV's up on the wall across from us. We were watching Grease.
Singing along.
We were creating synchronized foot dances to the music in Grease. It was the time of our lives.
It was amazing. It was amazing. It was
and that
great.
was just night one. That was three hours into our vacation. It was wonderful.
It was amazing. Yeah, then we went to San Francisco and
stayed in that really kind of creepy but really cool hotel. The elevator.
So creepy.
The elevator in the hotel. I had anxiety stepping into it.
I actually slept okay once I fell asleep, but it was like that.
Fine.
Even I thought the room was creepy.
Oh, I agree. But once you said, once
you're
we
in
laid
bed
down, it
and
was
you're
like, okay, we're cozy.
We're fine. Yeah.
You can hear the outside traffic. It felt normal.
Yeah.
But yeah, that hotel felt like stepping into another time.
Yeah. It was cool, but it was like not the advertising for it when I booked it made it look like more of a boutique spa kind of type
and it was
hotel,
very,
and it was very like old
ancient
and probably haunted. that was fun. And then we went to LA, and then we spent some time in Joshua Tree, and then back to LA. So that was a good trip. So the Archangel part of it is that Brittany was telling about how long it takes typically to drive from, and I can't remember. I don't think we used it on the way there because we were very much just like,
well, because we had stops, right? We did different destinations. It wasn't that like 16-hour haul to get to LA. It was. We drove a few hours. We stayed.
Then we went to San Francisco and
San Francisco was kind of far, but it didn't feel as far. And so I don't think we used it at all. We were just kind of leisurely. Yeah. And I don't feel like I ever use it going down, period. It just feels like it's such an excitement, like you're in adrenaline mode of like vacation that you don't really care how long it is, right? That's part of the fun.
Totally.
It's the way back that's dreadful.
The way back that's dreadful. It's like, oh my gosh, now I'm tired.
Now I just want to be home.
I want a vacation from my vacation, and I just want to be home, and I don't want to drive for 15, 16 hours.
And so you called on Metatron.
On the way back, definitely was calling on Metatron to shorten the trip, to make it feel shorter, to make it smooth, keep it safe, the whole travel spiel. And we left from West Hollywood. We had stayed the last 2 nights. Yeah. At a cute little hotel. Oh my God, those men there, the guy was so fun.
Why am I drawing a blank on that whole hotel?
Do you remember we pulled in and it was so, we're like, okay, this is maybe creepy.
Oh, wait. Is that the one that's over kind of by Universal Studios? Like the little white, I think I saved it as like a place I would go back.
Yeah. No, right? I would totally stay there again. But it's because of the guys. The 2 guys were just like so fun.
No, I remember now.
Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So we were driving from West Hollywood back to Eugene, and
which again is normally like on GPS says 14 and a half.
Yeah. And we made it in under 12 hours.
Yeah. I feel like it was closer to 11. And I was not
speeding.
Like I'm heavy footed.
Yeah,
I speed a little. Like I speed the customary
above speeding
speed limit speeding.
customary speeding.
The one that everybody
the normal
does,
one that everyone does.
I was not going,
90 miles
the 90,
an hour.
95, 100 that it would have taken to like cut that much time off your trip.
Yeah.
I was going the normal.
And to get, like you were mentioned, coming out of LA
to the like Grapevine area.
To the Grapevine.
Felt instant.
It was like,
I was like, I don't remember the Grapevine being this close to LA. Like,
no. And you've driven it how many times? Like, yeah.
It felt, and then we were through the Grapevine extremely quickly. It felt
extremely quickly.
Where normally it feels like, how long does this thing last?
Yep.
It was like a hill. Like it felt like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it literally felt so fast.
It was so fast.
And I think that's the first moment we realized like something was, I was like, whoa, like how are we already not only but through the Grapevine, and we've only been driving for what feels like minutes.
10 minutes.
Right?
Yeah.
And we're like, that's crazy. Okay, go about our normal banter through our, traveling.
We talk most of the time.
And then
we talk, whatever.
I don't remember the next realization of how quickly time was passing, but I feel like we were well like over halfway through California.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, we're already like the north side of California. Like
we're like, what? Mount Shasta's not far.
Yeah, we're only like X amount from Mount Shasta. Okay. Oh, okay. We're gonna hit this side of Northern California really quickly. Okay, like boom, we're in Oregon. Like we're
it was so fast.
It was where like normally the trip back is the longest, most drawn out. I can speed like a demon, and I'm still not getting like. I mean, I went through a polar opposite trip with Sarah when we drove back when we did our joint family trip down there.
Yeah.
We were driving back and it took us hours and hours more than normal. And
did you call on Metatron?
No, I did not. Mm-hmm. But it was in a way that like, I didn't know what was slowing us down because I was not.
It's like those dreams where you're not going anywhere.
No, and quite literally because there was no, like we weren't making excessive stops. We weren't making long stops. I didn't feel like I hit any weird traffic. I was going the normal pace I usually go. The only hiccup was at the tail end when we crossed over into Oregon. Avery threw up in the back seat, and we had to pull off. And it was at this point we're in the middle of the night. Like it, And that's insane that I'm telling you it's the middle of the night because I leave in the morning to get home by like around dinner time.
Yeah.
It's middle of the night. I'm talking 11.
How long was the trip? Did you time it or did you figure
I
out? I
want to say like almost 17 hours. It was like 16 plus hours.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, with no explanation, with no like,
nothing happened.
Oh, that traffic we hit in LA or that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
none of that.
Like no construction zones that we had to slow through, like weirdly opposite where I was like, and I remember that tail end of the curvy roads coming up from the end of California into Ashland area and through that southern part of Oregon. I remember starting to feel so exhausted and so tired that I was worried I wouldn't even be able to make it home.
Wow.
Because I was like, why is this taking so long? What is happening? Like, why am I, you know what I mean?
That's wild.
No,
I wonder what that is.
I don't know, but it felt like it took forever. And we like rolled into home and everybody just like poured out of the vehicle, like half asleep. You know what I mean? Like exhausted. Like obviously the kids had all been sleeping and like whatever, but it was draining. It was awful. But flip side to back where our trip with Metatron, I just I couldn't believe how far we'd gotten so fast and was like, I'm not, and I'd look down and even check myself. Like, am I speeding? Like, am I going crazy fast? Like,
no. And I remember we got back and I feel like I got in my car and drove home.
Yeah, I think because originally
I would stay the night and then
stay home and then you make the extra 2-hour trek later.
Yeah.
But you were like, I'm just going to go. Like, I'm just going to
go ahead and get home and buy myself an extra day of whatever done.
Yeah.
To re-entry.
And so like he really came through that time. Like
that is the most well, I have a personal like Metatron story that was crazy and I can't remember the details of it now, but it was like I ended up sitting down after it was done and going, what the hell just happened? Because I
feel like I remember this.
No, I literally had a client and I had to run an errand and I don't remember what it was. It might have been just like picking up a prescription or
that sounds right.
Or something. It was something like that. But also when I went to go get in my car to do that, my gas light was on. And I'm like, okay, I can go and pick up the prescription and come back and still have time to get home and get settled and get grounded before my client. So I'm like, okay. And then I got out there. I'm like, I think my gas light's been on. Like I need to stop and get gas. So I stopped to get gas. And mind you, this is all happening. And I want to say, I feel like I had like
a small window,
like a very small window of like, I need to just go run this errand really quick and get back and get centered for my client. And went there. That felt like it took long. And I called on Metatron before I left. I'm like, just let me just go do this real quick and have time and
real smooth. Yeah.
My intention with that is always like, I just want this to go smooth. I don't want to feel rushed, and I don't want to be late. I just want it to, be. Anyway, I stopped to get gas. I realize that I don't have my wallet. So I ended up driving all the way home, getting my wallet, all the way back to the gas station,
getting gas,
got in line again at the gas station, got gas and drove back. And I feel like in all this time I had like 15 minutes.
And you got your prescription
to be able to do it.
I feel like you went and got your real errand. You wouldn't have just left to get gas.
No. That part was fine. But like I literally had 15 minutes until my client and I decided to stop and get gas. Realize I don't have my wallet, come home, get my wallet, go back, get gas, come back. And
okay.
Anyways, all of that happened
with under in
a time frame.
I feel like 15 is accurate. It was like a very small window. It was
a very small window, and it literally takes that long to get there. And I was able to do all of that and got back and sat down and still had time to like do my quick little grounding ritual that I do before I see a client. And I remember sitting down going, what the just happened?
Yeah.
Like that's not possible. Not possible. Anyway, so that was my personal
quite literally bending time.
Quite literally bending time to where it's like, I don't know. What movie is that where like they can make everything stop for a second while they do. I can't remember what that is. I saw it not too long ago. There was a movie where they could like freeze and everybody freezes and then they do whatever they want. And
I don't know.
It was that Christmas movie, The Heist. Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
Was that. Anyway, that's the biggest, like, I sat there and went, what the heck? Biggest thing.
Yeah.
But then the LA is like huge.
Up
like
there.
That's
insane.
That is insane. Like
11, a little, I mean, I feel like it was definitely closer to 11 hours than 12.
Yeah.
A little over 11 hours from West Hollywood to Eugene.
Yeah.
Unheard of.
Unheard of. Crazy. And I don't remember what day we were traveling on because I don't remember if there's a lot of traffic or not, or if there should have been, because getting out of LA is hard. Usually.
Yeah.
And then our Miami trip.
Oh yeah, the flights.
The flights were I want to say supposed to be like 5.5, no, like 6 hours.
5.5 feels right. I don't think anything hit 6. I think it was like one of them was just
like New
under
York is 6.
One of them was just under 5 and one of them was just over 5. Like one way was a little shorter than the other, basically.
I feel like they were 5 to 5.5.
Yeah.
Either way, they would be like, "Oh, it's going to be a little longer. We have like the headwinds or whatever, and
this and that, and for whatever reason,
the flights were consistently 30 minutes shorter than what they had said that they were going to be. Like,
yeah,
every time.
Like successfully,
because we flew into Orlando and then rented a car and drove to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
That was also for Taylor Swift. So yeah, those are our major travel stories
with Metatron.
With Metatron, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't have like a personal. I mean, I use Metatron a lot as well. I lied. Remember that trip I came up here, and I got here in like an hour.
Oh yeah, it takes 2 hours.
Well,
hour and a half to 2 hours.
Hour 45 is usually par for me, and that's heavy footed and really good traffic and no hitting anything in like Wilsonville or something.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like hour and 10 tops that time, and I was like, what just happened?
Yeah.
Because like I knew that I wasn't going like 100 miles an hour, right? Like I was going the normal, like, 70, 75. Maybe I'd hit 80 every little stint of like flow of traffic.
And then you go, oh, I'm actually going 80 miles an hour.
Oh, that's too fast. Slow down. And so you go like 70 again, comfortable speed. And
I'm a 70, 72 girl.
I mean, on I-5, I'm typically 70, 75, anywhere in there, depending on the flow of traffic. That's my comfortable. I mean,
yeah,
that's 5 to 10 miles over, which is speeding.
But
I say that with quotations,
but not going to get you pulled over
necessarily. But not going to get me
everyone's
like,
going.
Everybody, it's literally the flow of traffic, you know, except for the people who are in the right lane going quite literally 60 or 65 or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember I definitely did the Metatron, like, okay, help me get there safe and quickly and efficiently and smooth and, keep my path clear and, blah, blah, blah. And I think I think that was the time I was on the phone with you while I was driving. We were talking.
Yeah.
And you're like, where are you at? Like we had been talking on the phone and you were like, oh, where are you at? And I was like, oh.
Yeah, sometimes you'll call me to tell me you're leaving and we just
end up talking
the entire time. 2 hours later, it's like, oh, are you here? Oh, okay.
And I literally, when in that conversation, you're like, oh, where are you at? And I was like, oh, I'm already passing like Albany or I was like, I'm almost to Salem or whatever. Like I had already made a very big chunk of the like halfway change without even realizing we had gone that far, right? And then you're like, oh, you're making good time. We continue talking. And in a matter of a very short period of time, I go, oh, I'm passing Wilsonville. And you're like, oh, you're like here. You're almost here. I'm going to get off the phone because I need to feed the dog or whatever you needed to do in the moment of like being prepared for my arrival. Yeah. You were like, oh. And like
Side
5
note, my
minutes
dogs
later,
won't eat if anything irregular is going on. So
they have
I
routine.
probably was feeding the dogs before you got here.
I feel like I remember it being like an hour. It was more than an hour. It was like an hour 10 or hour 15. It was very quick.
But it was significant shorter than normally.
Yeah. So that was my other experience. That was kind of a trip.
That's awesome.
So Metatron's a good one.
Metatron, try it.
And not just with travel, Metatron is great for time management, like for feeling like you don't have to rush to get things done.
That's how I use it on a daily, because I'll realize it's like, oh, I have a 10
lot
a.m.
to do.
client.
Yeah.
I slept until 7. My morning routine of I draw cards, I journal, I want to have
to
coffee.
feel calm and spread out.
I want to eat and shower and do that slowly. Like I'm an early riser, but slow mover. But I'm a slow mover in the mornings. And so I always am like, let me be able to do all my things in a pace that I want to do it in, and
without feeling rushed,
not
but still on time. Yeah.
Not be late. And it always works.
Yeah. Metatron's a good one.
I feel like I call on Ariel a lot for help with my animals.
I would use archangels more specifically if I had a good system in my brain to remember what they're all for. Like for some reason, I have a good memory with a lot of things, but there's certain things I just feel like I cannot retain. I've learned about archangels. I have learned about archangels a lot. Like I hear about them all the time. You talk about them all the time. I've you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I could not tell you outside of what Metatron is good for, and outside of like Archangel Michael being like all protecting and stuff like that. I could not tell you what a single archangel is for. I just
you need
can't.
to listen to my podcast.
No, even with your, like I'm saying, like I have heard.
No, I know.
I have been told, not just once, not just twice, like multiple times.
Yes.
In lessons or
not
sessions about not just you, about archangels.
Yeah.
But for some reason,
they're
even names. Like I have very minimal names that I know of archangels, and what they do is like beyond me. So when I do call on the angels, and I do use them, but in a way that's very broad and
it's like, hey, anybody can help me with this.
It's whether it's like, hey, all angels, please come through whatever this is. It's more like that's a one like where I can be like real broad, like, hey, angels, can you help me with this? But I also sometimes I'm like, okay, whatever angel is good for blah blah blah, could you maybe, I'm sorry I don't know your name, but
I love you.
Yeah. But I have this thing and this is what I need help with. And so it's like, I'm just a very forgetful, like, you need a name tag.
That's funny.
Type archangel user.
I don't feel like that's that uncommon, because I feel like even myself sometimes, and I know their names and I know what they govern, but I'm not gonna lie, like there's been occasions where I've been like, okay, anybody that wants to help a girl out here,
this is what I need,
this
and
is
whoever can help with
what I
this,
need
thanks.
help with, and just help. Just somebody help me. Like
I need an adult.
So it's like asking, I need an adult.
I need an adult.
Some kind of guidance. Just give me something. Give me something to go on here. So yeah, I feel like that's pretty, and that's okay. If that's how you work, then that's okay.
I mean, it's just like I said, they're
not offended.
Outside of like maybe me sitting and actively studying like notes and like stuff like that, I just don't think I'll ever actually retain.
I think you will, because I think when you experience it, like Metatron's easy for you because you have real tangible, like connected experiences with it.
That's fair.
And it makes it stick.
Honestly, I'm not going to lie. Metatron was an easy one for me because it sounds like a transformer.
I mean, okay, I'll give you that.
I mean, Michael is such a common name, and Michael is such an active name in our lives specifically, with like James's history with the name Michael.
Oh my gosh.
That Michael clicked for me, and then Metatron was the transformer name. Like that sounds like a name of a transformer, and so it just never went away.
Yeah. That's so fun.
Those are the easy ones for me. The other ones, like Azriel or Azri, how do you say that one? Isn't it
Azriel?
Azriel? See, like I can't even say it properly. Like I know the name, I just can't.
There's a couple that are hard to say.
What are some other ones?
Shamuel. I'm not talking about those on my series. My series are the most popular ones. So like I can't remember the order of them, but I did Michael, Raphael, Gabriel.
Raphael. I should remember Raphael because it's a Ninja Turtle. See, I just need to correlate them.
And I go back and forth with even like Gabrielle and Gabriel. Like I feel like tomato. Like
that's really funny because I work with a Gabrielle and a Gabriel.
Oh, yeah. I feel like it's the masculine and feminine.
It is.
Of the
That's
same
a male
name.
and a woman.
But see, Gabrielle is traditionally male, and I talk about this in the podcast. But to me, always female. Always has been female. Like occasionally there'll be more masculine energy, but they don't have genders. Like that's a human thing.
Okay, so
anyways,
Raphael,
and then I talk about.
You said Raphael was one, right?
Raphael, Michael.
I'm gonna remember that because it's a Ninja Turtle.
Good. And what does Raphael do?
I don't know yet. You haven't told me right now. In the current moment, you haven't told me, and so it's unretained information. But maybe if you tell me right now, I'll remember because I'm correlating.
He's green, related to the heart chakra.
Green Ninja Turtle.
Health. Okay, so he's all about health, wellness.
What chakra did you just say?
The heart chakra.
Okay.
Love, like
Raphael,
so
love. I love the Ninja Turtles. Love.
They love pizza.
Love pizza.
No, there's no pizza. But anyway, so the first episode is about those three. And then I think I do Metatron, Ariel, and Uriel.
Okay. What's Ariel for?
Ariel
like the mermaid?
Like the mermaid.
Okay.
She's
I just need things to connect them to. Okay, Ariel, the
She's
mermaid.
like girl power.
Yes.
And governs animals.
That fits with the mermaid. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. And then Uriel is I use Uriel a lot for like my business because it helps with like clarity of like direction.
Okay. That one's going to be harder for me to remember. I don't have anything to connect Uriel to. Well, it was a fun lesson in Archangels for me because I do genuinely feel like I might be able to retain some of those.
Yeah.
Because of the correlation with things I already.
Well, Metatron's Transformers. Raphael is Ninja Turtles.
Well, now Metatron's no longer a Transformer because Metatron is very much an active, used Archangel, that I'm familiar with. So now I've moved past the connection. Yes, exactly. But the other ones.
Yeah.
Raphael, Ninja Turtle, love, green.
Yep.
No pizza.
Health. No pizza.
No
pizza. Don't eat pizza because
because he's healthy. That's great. Okay.
He's healing.
Healthy because no pizza. Right? And then you said Ariel is like girl power, good with animals. Is that what you said?
Yeah, she governs animals, nature, wildlife. So yeah, she's a mermaid. She can be a mermaid. Thank you for coming and
taking a pop quiz on Archangels.
Well, just chatting.
It was actually really beneficial for me. Like I said,
you learned something.
I feel like I needed to correlate them to something.
Yeah,
that will make me remember.
Yeah. But anyways,
so I at least learned one or two.
Yes, you did. Thanks for sitting down and talking about the Metatron stuff with me. We're doing another podcast separate from which is in Yoga Pants together.
It's the two of us.
That is still to be.
Just the two of us.
Yeah. Not name. We don't have a name, which is what is holding us back. So we're trying to figure out a name. But anyway, so if you want to hear more of our nonsense,
let's be honest. The podcast we have together is going to be a lot more nonsense, but in the best way.
In the best way.
Because we're not boxing. We're not putting ourselves in a box. We'll talk about all the things. All the things.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me in the studio today, Brittany.
You're so very welcome.
Have a good day now.
Good day, sir.
Good day.